Hi everybody, it's Peg and I am going to create today. I have an Artist Loft canvas board here that I'm going to use for my creation. And this is part of a collaboration with Shel C at Paper Teal. Um, we have shared our Gelli prints with each other, and I'll put a link to her uh, videos, and I'm creating a playlist for all of these things that we're collaborating on, and I'll put all that information in the description and in the iCard up above. And be sure, and if you haven't already subscribed to Shel and myself, to click in that little right corner down there that says subscribe, because we're going to be sharing things throughout the year, and I don't want you to miss any of this because she does some fabulous art. Let me just give you an example. This is the mail that I got from her. She sent me one of her tags, and I have several of her tags, but this is just gorgeous, guys. Just gorgeous. I love all of Shel's art. So, be sure and check her out. So, what we did is we each sent each other a package of things to create with. And so, this is the package that I got from Shel. And, oh dear, get things falling all over already. Yeah, so I stuck some other things at the back, so I'm taking those out. Um, I had made I'd made some copies of some pages. You guys may want to do this too. These are prints that I made from um, Citrusolve in magazine pages, and so I scanned them, and now I've got this colorful paper that I can cut out and collage with. But I had just stuck that in the back of this mailing from Shel. Okay, that was just random, wasn't it? So she sent me these pretty little petaloo flowers, and they're white. I can change them. They're great. Some mesh that is already. I'm thinking this would be cute as a skirt for a little fairy with some flowers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My head's going already. Then if the shoe fits, napkin. And look at this. I love this. Kind of southwestern Aztec-y napkin. And this looks like a print, or, oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks like a leaf. Oh, okay, my brain's going somewhere already. That looks like a leaf. Keep that out. These are Valspar colors. And then this looks like a mop-up piece from some tissue, which is very pretty colors. I see purple. I see purple. Okay, and then another really cool napkin. Ah, looks like wine. Yeah, yeah. Cabernet, Muscat. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Okay. So, and then this cool marble paper. That's interesting. That might make a really cool background for this. Maybe, I don't know, is that too much alike? This is one of her Gelli prints. And another. So these are what I'm going to work with. Here are these Gelli prints. And she sent me, she was doing a lot of copper and fall, which is cool. I love this one. I just want to put that on something for a background because I love that. This is on some deli, and this is on some scrapbook paper because it's got a pattern in the back, but I like that. I like it. And this is like on a yellow text weight, and some more of the deli weight, and more text weight. Oh, turquoise. Turquoise. Oh, turquoise and copper maybe? Should I do turquoise and copper? Maybe. Because I love turquoise and copper. But these are all great prints. So I'm going to get started and see where I can go with this. Okay, so I'm not quite sure where I'm headed with this yet. What I did was I pulled out some blues and greens. These are the Deco Art Media paints, and I have an assortment here that I plan to pull from to make this piece. I have a carbon black, a dark gray, a white, the phthalo green yellow, Prussian blue, phthalo turquoise, cerulean blue, phthalo green blue, and green gold. So you can see I picked from the blue-green family here. So I'm just going to put something down for a background to start with and get a brush here. And what do I want to start with? Let's start with the green gold. Make sure you shake these up. I'm just going to blend these on the canvas. And then I want, let's do the cerulean blue. I love this blue. I could just eat this up. Okay, so there's cerulean. A little there, a little there, a little more there. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at how it blends with that green gold. Just makes a lovely color. And since we're thinking fall and leaves and that sort of thing, I think it'll be great on here for a background. I don't know what you guys like for favorite colors, but fall really inspires me. I love fall colors. Just going to blend this out a little bit more. And then I'm going to dry that off. So I added a second coat of the cerulean blue. I really love this color, and dried it off again. So now I've got a dry surface that I'm working with here. And I'm going to coat this with this Americana Crackle Medium Weather Wood. I want to get some antique-y weathered looking stuff going on here. So here we go with this. And I don't think you need a very thick layer. We want it to dry. Get this excess off of here. Don't want anything to go to waste. Got all this luscious medium here. It's kind of thick, like syrup when it goes on. So I'm just getting that spread out. And I'm going to let that dry and crackle. I like this because it's like a one-step deal instead of those ones where you have to put a couple of coats on and let things dry. This is a all-in-one process here. So my crackle has started to work. I put a little bit of green gold on, and now I want to add some deeper blue. So I'm going to come in with that phthalo turquoise, which is dark, and just pick up a little bit of that. A bit more down here. And some more green gold right there in the middle. All right, so I'm going to start speeding things up because this actually took several hours to create, and I don't think you want to sit through all of that. The things that I did in the beginning were things that you may not have seen before working with some of those Deco Art products. This is a stencil by Deco Art. It's just kind of a scribble, and I was just putting that in for texture. And I'm going to walk you through what I have done for my process. So I took a basic leaf shape and stacked my jelly prints and started cutting that leaf into collage pieces. And because I have a stack, I can do this multiple times in different color arrangements and decide which one I really like the best. So I've taken the center of that and I'm kind of cutting the veins or stems that go through a leaf, and I'm positioning that down, and now I'm going to pick which particular pieces of paper I want. So I'm just auditioning all of my papers to see how I want to arrange this particular leaf. These jelly prints are awesome, and it's hard for me to pick because I like them all, but there's only so many pieces of paper that you can use in one project. So that brings me to, I think Shel and I have to do some more projects because this was fun, and I know I enjoyed it, and I hope she did too. So anyway, I finally get down to what I think I like, and that's going to go onto that canvas board that I've been prepping with those products. And you can see how it's distressed now. Some of those things have bubbled up where I hit it with a heat tool, and that's okay by me because I like all that texture. So I'm just going to use some ink and, go around the edges and deepen the tone of that canvas board before I glue those things down or start to glue those things down. And I'm going to make several different leaves and just create a collage by applying those to my painted board. Right now I'm using some StazOn ink. What you want is a permanent ink so it doesn't spread all over. Now this is the matte medium from Deco Arts. I really like this matte medium. It's creamy, it flows on easily, it has good adhesion, and this is the first time I think I've used it, but wow. I've used a lot of different matte medium, and I have to say I like this one. So I'm just going to glue my pieces down, and I might even speed this up a little bit more. Okay, so now we are up to 8 times faster, and I know this is fast for some people. Ask me questions if you have questions, but this is pretty straightforward, basic stuff. I'm just gluing things down at the moment, And the video itself is still 22 minutes, so I'm trying to keep it to something manageable that you want to watch. So I have a canvas. This is a 12 by 12 canvas, and I've just painted it out with a brownish color and used some texture paste through a stencil to get those marks on there. And you know, I'm using some paste that is a copper color to highlight the canvas and the texture on the canvas and the edges and both canvases now, because I have both the small canvas and the large canvas. And so I'm putting that onto some components because I haven't really figured out what all I'm going to use yet. And actually I have created two canvases, and I end up not using that. So after auditioning, I picked the canvas that I like the best, and I'm using a deco art product called Luster. It's a paste cream, and it is in this shiny coppery color. It comes in a lot of different colors. I'm using copper on here because Shel was using copper and I like copper. And then I have these die cut leaves. I think this is a Tim Holtz Biggs die. And I'm just taking, I've got copper left on my rag, and I'm just applying some of that to some other embellishments that I think I might end up using on my canvas. So it just kind of ties everything together to do that. So now I've got my components, and I'm starting to arrange things for my composition. Now I have a deco art stencil, and this happens to be one of a bird, and I thought, well, I like the bird image, and we're doing nature kind of stuff, and this says free as a bird, so I'm going to stencil those with some texture paste and let those dry, and just go on with some of my other work, which is I'm just stamping some texture onto those leaves so that they're ready to add to my composition. And I have some wooden pieces that I've put all of that onto, and now I'm going to go to a brown Stabilo All and just try to do some highlighting and shadows on the smaller canvas, which has the Gelli print collage on it. And I'm using my water barrel brush because these are water soluble pencils. They're called Stabilo All because they will work on all different surfaces, and they are dry they're permanent once they are dry, or so I am told. So I use the water barrel pen to move my color around and create shadow. And I get out a black Stabilo All also because I think it needs a little bit more depth on the one side as if the light was coming from the other. So I'm just smoothing out that cream, trying to get it ready to accept some other colors. So now I have some archival ink, and I've placed the stencil back over my texture paste, and I'm just doing a little coloration with a sponge tool to that bird image, and I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom with my words, free as a bird. And you can see that I've glued those leaves and things onto my canvas in preparation for completing. So I go back and forth trying to get this to the colorations that I like and want for this canvas. And now I'm creating a tag. I have a stamp with a fall saying on it, which is appropriate for leaves. And I've used some inks and some of that copper
paste on it, and I'm going to glue some of those leaves to the back of this. And now I am completing my collage. And I will be showing you the final pictures, and hoping that you go over there and watch Shel and see what she has created, because I've seen it and it takes my breath away, folks. I really enjoy it. So there will be iCards and information up above and down below so that you can find all of the things that are part of this collaboration. We also have videos out there showing the jelly printing that we had done, that we shared in preparation to get to this stage. So that's about it for me. Um, just doing a little shading with a pit pen, and going to move on to some photos. And thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. Give me some comments, because I'd like to know what it is you like and what you don't like. And subscribe. There's a little button down there on the right that you can click on if you have not already subscribed to my channel. And I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.